Vancity Vanlife officially lists his van. Where has Mikey been? And Bunny, she goes to the Redbull soapbox race. Pretty cool stuff. All right, what's going on with the Wheeled Wonders now? Let's get into it. First, let's start with Anna from Anna's Adventures. Okay, she moved spots. They were in a spot, her and Maddie Van Halen. She is still camping with Maddie, and they didn't go too far, but they went down the road there, found a nice little spot. She said it was a spot that she had scoped out and was looking at earlier, but just wasn't available for whatever reason. So the two RVers, nomad van dwellers, they packed up their camp and they moved down the road. So yeah, go over and check out Anna's Adventures and see where she moved to and what her and Maddie are up to. Oh, and of course, Roxy, the little wiener dog, as well. All right, next, let's move right along to Bunny from BunnyPlaysHere. She is at the Redbull. That's right, the Redbull soapbox races. Now, I watch these things on YouTube all the time. I think they're hilarious. Very fun stuff. It looks like a fun little gig. She's in Iowa, and there she takes us around, and adorned with her, of course, her signature sunglasses. She has several different pairs of sunglasses. She always has a different pair of sunglasses on. But yeah, Bunny takes us down into the pits to see the little soapbox derby cars, if you will, before the race. And she walks the course, and they find a little spot, and then she shows the race and in all its glory. Pretty fun stuff. I enjoyed it. But then again, like I said, I enjoy that thing. I watch it. They have little videos where they put a bunch of them together, and they'll have like the best wrecks of whatever year, or the best finishes, or all that good stuff. But it looks like a fun time, a really fun day for Bunny and her friend. The ladies look like they had a blast. But yeah, and so if you're into that, definitely go check it out. She shows you all stuff that you don't see, like the award ceremony and the pit and all that stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So go over and check out Bunny from BunnyPlaysHere. All right, Chrome from Vancity Vanlife. He hasn't been doing too much traveling and stuff because he's got a lot going on right now. He's got the Mercedes that he's building. He's got the Ambo that he finally got running. He didn't know if he was going to sell that and keep his van, the one that he lives in now, or get rid of the one that he lives in and keep the Ambo and do all that stuff. So after talking about, they got the Ambo running, engine's going well, doing strong. He wants to drive it around and put some miles on it so he can take it in to the diesel shop and get that final tune on it and get it running real strong and good. And then after that, he is going to go get a bunch of body work done to the Ambo. But yeah, he's getting ready to post his on Marketplace. He's getting it all ready, getting it all cleaned up and ready to go. And now, before he even posted it a couple days ago, or maybe a week ago now, but whatever, he talked about it on his channel, and people were already giving him offers. But one guy came out and looked at it, and he got a bunch of other calls and all that good stuff. But now he is actually getting everything ready, getting it all cleaned out, getting it ready to go, and took a bunch of pictures, and he is officially posting it on Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, he's getting rid of the van that he's been in for 8-9 years now. But it's been a long time in the one van. But again, he does have the new Mercedes that it's in the process of getting all built out. And he just went over an expense list the other day. So, but yeah, that's what's going on with him. He's itching. He wants to get out and go travel and go camping and all that good stuff, but just too much going on. I guess that's what happens when you're running a business and doing YouTube and doing all kinds of other shit. So, yeah, there you go. His home, the old home, the van, is officially listed, if you will. Now, Mikey, cheap off-grid living Mikey. It's been like 5 days, Mikey, no post. What's going on? This is not like Mike. I don't know what's going on. Because, I mean, Mike usually, complains about money and things and needing this and wanting that and all the other stuff, but and complaining about his channel and was bummed when his other one got hacked and then he never got it back. He didn't try real hard, in my opinion, but anyway. But yeah, so it's odd for Mikey not to post anything for this long. I mean, I hope everything's okay. I hope he didn't fall off his little tower or anything. But yeah, it's kind of odd for Mikey to go this long without posting a video. I don't know. Again, hope everything's all right. Hope all is well with him and Josh, and maybe they're just doing projects, and I don't know. But this is Mikey's livelihood. His yeah, easy for me to say. It's his lifeblood. He needs this money or anything, but yeah, nothing. Kind of shocking, kind of odd. All right, let's talk about Endless RVing. Yeah, those guys, I talked about them yesterday. They're the ones that got the old 10-year-old RV. That thing's a behemoth. But, they were talking about the 10-year rule and everything. But yeah, they were talking about this place, the Country Classic. It's like a garage, a shop in Jersey. And they took it in for some repairs. Nothing major, just this and that and the other thing. They moved the exhaust for the generator because it was low and there was no reason for it to be there, and did some other things, some minor things that needed addressed, tail lights and things. But what I found interesting is they did a pressure test, but it wasn't, to check for leaks. But it was interesting the way they did it. I found it interesting anyway. Izzy said that they pressurized the inside of the RV, and then they sprayed soapy water all over the exterior and looked for bubbles, and wherever there was bubbles, that was, as Izzy said, it doesn't mean it leaked, but that's where there would be a potential for a leak. So they did that and sealed it all up. I find that quite interesting. I know when I worked at Fruhoff, we had a thing called the Hurricane, and when we were finished with the trailer, they would batch test them, but they would go through the Hurricane, and an inspector would go inside with a flashlight and it'd send it through the Hurricane, which just blasted water all over the trailer at all different angles, and he would check for leaks, because I guess some of the stuff that was carried in the trailer was, can't get wet because it would corrode or maybe even explode or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I found it quite interesting that they actually pressurized the inside. I'm sure it's not like craziness, but they pressurized the interior of the RV and then sprayed water on the outside. I found that quite interesting, actually. But yeah, they plan on they want to go do things and trips and everything. But so they plan on taking it back, though, I guess after the travel season over the winter maybe, and just kind of dropping it off and get some cosmetic body work and some other things done, little nicks and scratches and dings and stuff like that. So that's the plan for their new to them 10-year-old RV. And again, the thing is giant. It's a big old Class A, got a dual axle in the rear, and it is a monster for sure. All right, now we have our favorite coffee expert. I call him the coffee expert. He when it comes to coffee, the only person that I know that is into coffee as much as he is, and that is Scott from Static Campervan, and he is in upstate Cali. That's right, Northern California, at a state park. He spent $8 for the day for day use, and a very nice little park. He's chilling. Of course, making some coffee, talking about some health issues, and trying to get zen and just chilling and doing a little project. Nothing crazy, just, wiring up a little thing for his dash cam so he can power that. But yeah, nice video, of course, as always, from Scott from Static Campervan, and in a very, very nice state park in Cali, up there in Cali. And he always finds some pretty cool spots, even though he's up there in the Pacific Northwest and between Washington State and Oregon and Northern California. He finds some really, really cool spots to go. And of course, Scott, he's chill, he's laid back. He is the Zen dude. So if you want to go see Scott get Zen, he must have got real Zen, because he was chilling, listening to the birds and everything, drinking his coffee. And he said he fell asleep. And that's not how he wanted to spend his $8 for the day use of the park, sleeping an hour of it away. But yeah, so go over and check out Scott from Static Campervan for sure. And that's going to do it for this one, for this little wrap up of what the Wheeled Wonders are into. Not a whole lot going on today on the YouTube front anyway. It's a hot one again here. It's another 95-degree day. Very sticky, humid outside. So yeah, and not going to be going out and doing too much of anything outdoors today. But that's the way it is around here. And probably next week it might drop down into the 80s, hopefully. But we will see. I hope everything is good in your neck of the woods. And thanks for watching. But remember, you don't have to agree with a damn thing I say. That's not the point here. What's the point?
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.